Are you okay?
Yes. I'm a bit fat, but that's all.
He's making a little joke today.
Thank you for joining us for our 41st episode of We Burn, We Rise. I'm Hyperion. I'm joined by TT and the Phoenix family. There's Abdullah in the chat. I see Tian. I see Spaz is on his way. And a special guest, Jaimy and Gavon from Token Whistle. They'll go over their platform and our new partnership. We did just get integrated onto their platform. That's exciting. But first, I'd like to hand over the baton to Abdullah because he has something interesting. Is it a secret? We don't know. What's going on, Abdullah? How are you?
Yeah, hi everyone. Nice to meet you all. Glad to see everyone in good shape and hope to have everyone having a nice weekend. Anyway, it's been a while since everyone was asking we need to stake PHX, we need to earn a Phoenix, we need to earn Phoenix, we need to stack it, etc. Currently, after the BSC bridge, we have partnered with RYIU to provide us with DAS service to stack liquidity on WBHX on BSC. That's the pool here. You can earn WBHX by stacking the liquidity pool tokens. We have put about 6K PHX, so to grab. That's a big pool if you think about it. We are hoping for everyone to earn more. This will support the project. This will support our BSC pool. Everyone knows that we are a community-based project, so this is a transparency for everyone. Who can jump in and add liquidity, and in the same time he can earn USDC, he can earn more PHX, so it's a win-win for the community and for the project itself.
Yeah,
that's fantastic. And we've been talking about RYI and our closeness with them for a long time. They've been just waiting for us to be there, right? To get on their platform.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and
that's just launched today. Yeah.
Yeah, and a little later after Token Whistle does their presentation, we'll go back to how we got there because we do have something else that just launched to be able to do this because we weren't there yet. We were always manual. Now it's something automatic. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. Thank you, Abdullah. That's exciting. We have the pool created. You have 6,000 Phoenix to earn. It's over a 90-day-ish period, right? This block thing is 90 days, or do you know how much that is?
Yeah, okay. 90 days. Yeah.
So you have staking. You earn WPHX rewards. Exciting. So get on there if you have a bunch of Phoenix and you're trying to see growth in your portfolio without risking too much. That's a great way to do it, right? And then you're helping the pair on the BSC side. How did that happen? We'll talk about that later. Jaimy and Gavon, would you like to take over on Token Whistle?
How you guys doing?
Not bad at all.
Oh, fantastic. It's a great day.
Yeah.
Good to hear. So Abdullah, you told you are happy that everybody is in a good shape. Well, that's not in my case, but...
Oh, are you okay?
Yes. I'm a bit fat, but that's all.
He's making a little joke today.
That's okay. That comes and goes, right?
I think we are brothers in this, me and you, Jaimy.
Well, actually, that was Gavon who was speaking. But to get started, Token Whistle, the app has been launched a few months ago, and basically, in a nutshell, what Token Whistle is, it's a playground app where projects and community come together. We have a wide amount of features in the app at the moment that varies from tracking a token and actually getting the accurate price alert on any given moment when a price has raised or dropped, to a lot of features where users get to claim all sorts of in-app airdrops through a variety of features like red envelopes at the moment. So when they claim these airdrops, they follow the projects within the Token Whistle app, and when they do, they have the ability to the projects then have the ability to send push notifications to whichever user is following their project inside Token Whistle. So that's how the app was created in the beginning, and right now we are expanding that with a lot of new features where crypto projects have their own profile, they have all the details on it, automatic social feeds, etc. And we are integrating bounty hunt tasks so that users within our app can actually engage more and better with these projects through tasks like following their social media, buy a few of the first tokens from this particular project, and whatever we can come up with or what a project desires in the end to have added within the app. So yeah, that's what Token Whistle is in a nutshell. And I myself am also the founder from SafeSwap Online. That's how I joined the Token Whistle project, and features like staking, swapping, and other DeFi-based services are integrated within Token Whistle through the SafeSwap infrastructure. And yeah, that's how this project got together. We have 3 amazing founders, if I can call myself one of them, of course. Otherwise, we only have 2. Gavon is one of them, who was the main visionary behind the brand Token Whistle. Create a simple application, but with a good back office infrastructure, so that it's really about the tokens that list there, and to get engagement between the project and the community, like I said. And we have one more founder, which is Jelle. He's unfortunately not here in the call today. He has 3 lovely children, and on a hot day like this, he said, I cannot focus behind my desk. So, but he is the lead programmer also of the entire mobile app, plus the back office infrastructure that connects with the app. So yeah, that's I would say is the intro of the project.
Yeah, it's an interesting project, especially the idea that you are partnering with projects and then you have some kind of notification system from each project when if you're following that. Does that?
Yeah. So if you go to portal.tokenwhistle.com. You can log in example with demo. You are able to send a notification as Bitcoin. Of course, it doesn't send it in real, but so portal.tokenwhistle.com.
Some exchanges have that, but most wallets don't have that, which is a good thing, actually.
So you can click on Bitcoin over here, and then you can create your notification.
So here, this is going to the community?
Yeah, so this is, well, in this case not, but in this case, everybody that follows Bitcoin will receive that of course, not in this demo, but.
Yeah, you just have to enable notifications on the tokens you're interested in.
So right now you send it, of course, and now on my phone I get a notification that there is one notification standing in the background, and I'm gonna check if the link is right, if there's not a scam link behind it, and if so, I say yes, okay, send it. And if there's a scam link behind it, well, we have another conversation, of course, after that. But so there is a checkup up front how people act.
The most important thing is indeed that we moderate whatever is being pushed through, so that we at least are always aware what's taking place. And yeah, the beauty of it is that through these red envelopes, etc., that we have inside the Token Whistle app, because people love to claim free crypto. I mean, if you have the ability to just click on different kind of coins and you get a small fraction of them in your pouch in this case, then you just want to keep collecting more of them. So you are following all these projects, which is a great entry for them, because now they have the ability to create these push notifications, but there will be a lot of more of these kind of useful tools that we are going to add to the portal. So as a project founder, it's going to be, you have a smile on your face like Hyperion is at the moment, because you have a lot of more commitment and engagement with the people in your community. And if they don't respond, well, you can always send a push notification to them, because that will pop up in front of their mobile phones, and that's what's not happening inside the chat communities, unfortunately.
Yeah, I like that so the way it works is if you haven't tried this app yet, you go into the envelope and then there's a set amount of time that you have to view and read basically what's there, and then you get rewarded for that. So it's like an engagement rewarding platform.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But we're gonna change it, of course, also in the future. Like, no worries. But in mind, we have an option that we also gonna showcase the website of the project, because it's only text right now. So we want to showcase the website, the contract, and there will be a complete profile for each project on what's listed on the app. And in that profile, we want to showcase the followers, the Facebook feeds. In the end, you can send a notification right now in the portal, but we also wish that you can create a blog about your what you want to send out, of course. So also people can read news about you, etc. So it will be a complete social thing.
So you said complete social.
Because
complete social, yeah. Why I say complete? Because my wish is that you don't even have to leave the app to do stuff.
Yeah. So you're talking about messaging.
Yes, my wish, and I'm gonna drop the bean. My wish is to integrate Telegram inside the app, and that's possible.
That's pretty cool, and I know that the Telegram API is pretty nice. So,
Telegram SDK supports to let you hook a connection in the app, and then whenever users want to connect their Telegram, because we do not want to make it a mandatory thing, we want to make it an optional thing. So because we don't want to enforce users in that, as some people will not be likely to commit a connection between their Telegram app and another mobile app. But when you do, basically you have the entire Telegram interface within the app, and there are unique features like sending these red envelopes or rewards to other users directly to their Telegram username. And there have been a few in the past who did this as well, and it's all completely supported through the official Telegram SDK, and they made it completely safe, of course, because Telegram has a lot of benefits when other projects are integrating on their network. So it's not like when we integrate this token whistle as insights in anything of any user. That's all still through the main service of Telegram. It's just a new client in a way.
So Gizmo's job is to make sure the airdrops go. Okay.
Yeah. Gizmo, it's a story that's a little bit sad, because Gizmo was my cat, and he had disability, so his paws were crushed also. So me and my wife did fixed it, and after a while we did a scan, and on that scan was visible that his spine was broken or stuck on certain points, so he had always pain, and so we decided to let him sleep in, let him go to heaven, and I want to honor him for always. And there is even an NFT upcoming from Gizmo with a incentive thing, but that's later on. When the app is done, of course.
Yeah. Okay. So you have an NFT possibly. I'm sorry for the loss, but I'm glad that you're keeping the name in memory.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. That's really cool.
Gizmo is the meme of Token Whistle, so we have a little bit of a meme attribute to it as well, though it's a main utility-based project.
Yeah.
And he has crossed eyes, so I have another picture of him that is so funny. It's not on this one, but it's so funny.
The airdrop manager is because his eyes are everywhere, and he doesn't miss one of them. So.
You're looking right now on our token. Yes, we have also our own token. So with a supply of max 5 million tokens. So the public sale price, that's not 70 cents right now anymore, because we had a private sale, of course, and some people, took some profit. So at least we are stable right now with the liquidity. So we focused on building up the liquidity at this moment. Maybe you can explain more about that, Jaimy.
So a few things that we have put in motion for now with the token whistle token is we have put a little mode on where we have increased the tax of selling for this period of time and reduced it for buying, because right now we have a lot of pressure on getting a stable position, and due to many investors also not always being there right on the first day when you launch a project, we had a lot of reason to want it, making it more stable for every investor to have a fairer return ability when they were selling the tokens in early stages, rather than having 2 or 3 early birds who just took a lot of profit in a short period of time. And beside that, we are working on a treasury system which is entirely automated, which is also based on the Big Bertha model from Elephant Money. So some of you may be aware what that is, which is some automated smart contracts which has X amount of tax going there from every transaction, and when it's building up above a certain threshold, it has the ability to do different events with it, like saying this part is going to be sold and then added to the liquidity to create more stability, or right now 1 in 100 events it's going to give a little bit extra to holders. So it's an automated process of keeping your tokenomics better and more stable. And when you look at Elephant Money over the past years, they have built it up a liquidity value of over 30,000 to 40,000 BNB plus 10 to 20 million USD stable value. They are the number 8 project on BSC, and one of their ambassadors is also one of our early birds. It's a good connection of us. So yeah, that's definitely where we got inspired by putting that side of token building towards that concept, because otherwise, it will just get drained by bots and etc. till there's not much left.
Yeah.
You always have to be creative with that, because even though you have a bunch of utility based off of your token, it doesn't matter. People will always find a way to drain it.
Well, in our case, our focus is still on the app and getting users on the app, because I think the focus not have to be on the token itself. If we focus on the app and the use case in the app, the users will come to the token in the end, because there are use cases in the app that you need a token for. Not yet right now, but they will come. So,
few questions, if I may have.
Sure.
Noticed in last few days you introduced staking option on the app. Also, you introduced exchange option on the app, and the exchange is considered as a financial service, something like that. How are you legally covered since EU introduced MITA?
I will answer this one. So basically, the integration of the exchange function that you are referring to is a decentralized swapping function. So within the European laws right now, that means that we are still not seen as an actual exchange. Also, the liquidity factories and routers are not going through us. So basically, that's not anything that is in correlation with regulation at this moment.
We always try to avoid those pain things. So we also don't have a wallet. So we have a coin pouch. It's a virtual wallet. So we don't work as a wallet. If we're gonna do that, then we need to go to the Dutch bank and say hello, guys, and they say hello, give me money, and then
Yeah, you're not a custodian of funds, right? You're not holding them directly. You're distributing them eventually.
Yes, we're mostly distributing them at the moment, which does say, of course, projects do send their tokens to us when we distribute them in the app. And right now, we are the only ones that are able to create these envelopes, because we want to be ensured that there are no flaws or any abilities to get a leak or a duplication within any numbers. And as long as we are ensured that everything is fine from there on, we will then allow project owners to still manually deposit to us. And when we are ensured that the deposit is properly received, we will then hook them up with that virtual amount of the token within the app. allowing them to distribute them to their follower base, etc., or to gain more followers in the app, of course. And from there on, when users will do a withdrawal request, which is an upcoming feature that we expect hopefully in a few weeks in first stage, and that withdrawal feature will look at the value of a token, and for tokens that have built up a certain threshold, users have the ability to then claim it in that token, of course minus a gas fee reduction, which for your blockchain is very convenient with such low gas fees. But yeah, for blockchains like Ethereum, it's going to be a little bit more tough, of course. And therefore, we also are adding a small asset conversion tool within the app, allowing users at that point for certain tokens that have no value at all to exchange them to token whistle points, because sometimes, unfortunately, a token is just not going to get any value in it, and it's not going to give users a point to put them out the app, and in that case they can exchange it in this way. And if the token does have a certain kind of value that can be swapped through let's say decentralized swapping networks, then they can, if it's not enough to redeem that token, they have the ability to convert all those tokens to whistle token, which then obviously is more easy for them to gain the right amount to get to that minimum threshold.
And as you said, there's going to be more in-app utility with the token anyway, so that might be a good route for people to do anyway.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that we can explain already is that in the future, eventually, when we have a lot of users, of course, push notifications will become more expensive. Right now, we are giving that for free because the amount of users that we have, plus projects that are already using it, is not that extreme yet. But in the future, that will probably become also a model. If you have a project who has, like, let's say 100,000 or 200,000 followers, to send that many push notifications will most likely then cost a few credits to get to that amount of users to spread it. So these are kind of utilities that in the future can either have the token or the point mechanism attached to it.
Yeah, and maybe I can drop another bean, and that was an idea. Like, some people are opening the envelopes and they saying, "Oh, well, that takes a long time, even it's 2 seconds." But when maybe we're gonna do a power up where you buy it for tokens or with token whistle points, and then you have 1 hour at a time with a fast amount, so you can click faster. Open the envelopes, I mean.
The tokens, the envelopes. Or we have like earthquake mode where you click it and then 5 envelopes will instantly open. As we have tens and tens and tens of thousands of envelopes to keep the flow going. Like, it should be a never-ending ongoing story for users that get really used to it. Let's put it that way. And that's why these upgrades can eventually be fun, because a user can then claim much more. And it's just exciting to see your balance grow, even if it's just in a virtual coin pouch.
I just wanted to ask about token whistle points. Currently, you can earn them with referrals only. Is there
Correct.
another way to earn more?
Yeah, at this moment, not yet, but there will be an option that you can buy them, of course, but with whistle points, whistle tokens, I mean, sorry. So in the end, yes, but we are still in the starting phase. So right now it's just the envelopes, etc. But there's more upcoming, like the bounties and that kind of stuff. And everybody that has a good idea, and if we want to build it, we're going to build it. So a good idea is always welcome.
That's a lot. You guys have a lot in the pipeline, it sounds like. You're saying that you might have some of this out maybe in the next couple of weeks, or you're still thinking about, just slowly releasing?
The updates.
Yeah,
the app has been online for 3-4 months now, and what we have got so far, not only in the app itself, but the infrastructure behind it, allowing us to manage a lot through a back office, that's already so stabilized that we can both update certain things without even needing users to update the app. Those kind of things obviously go really quick sometimes, and we have certain features like this entire withdrawal system concept that's already being, well, not entirely being tested. There's still some stuff being developed, but behind the scope, certain mechanisms there are already being tested, and that's going pretty well. And sometimes we have some room there to start certain things on the profile section. So mostly it's already ahead of time, but we really strategically release it so that it doesn't go too fast, and we give users the ability to grow into it.
Currently, we have. I know myself. I don't believe in airdrops and such. It's waste of money usually. But in one project I'm involved with, we are making monthly contributions to the most active members, which are giving posts on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, such like. I know currently in July we have like $300 available, and the most active ones, it will not be equally shared, but the most active will get the most percent of reward for it, something like that. Because instead of airdrop, let them do the work, let them promote you. So if they are active, if they are working.
So on the side of red envelopes, we indeed have the minified airdrops, which the only work is swiping your thumb back and forth, back and forth. But on the upcoming bounty managed system, indeed, like you say, there will be an interface where users, they got to connect their social media to, so that we can verify within the app that they indeed own these accounts. And then they can do all these kind of tasks like follow you on LinkedIn, follow you on Instagram, like a specific kind of post, share it on your timeline, these kind of things, and the app will be able to manually validate that. So this is something that we probably will have, I think, in Q3 this year. I think Q3 is safe. Might even be quicker certain parts of it, but Q3 I think is a pretty safe estimation. And that's where we really believe engagement will start growing, because now when you are actually going to give away a little bit more value than you give away in these envelopes, like let's say like 5 cents, 10 cents, eventually if they do a lot of work for you, a few dollars, etc., users will much likely be more willing to commit to it, and that's much more valuable than going to a platform like Fiverr or even someone on Telegram selling you 200 or 500 followers, which we all know are expired accounts next week. So that's how we believe that the Token Whistle app will bring that together. And of course, projects like Gleam doing it already through a form kind of way. But we think that having a playful concept to it, like we have the fold game right now already, where you have 6 numbers, and if you guess the right number, you open the fold. But no one is easily going to guess 6 numbers with 2 guesses a day. And then the bounty system will be attached to that, so you can do different kind of folds guesses for different projects. You want to make it yourself easy, so you start doing a few of these tasks for them, like them on Facebook, Twitter, etc. Now you have 4 of the digits from the 6 digits code already revealed, and you only have to guess 2 more numbers, and you can win actually a larger amount of tokens. And the more tasks you are willing to do for this project, the more of these hints are revealed to you. So in a little way, that's maybe what Tyen is hinting at the one that does the most for it should also get a better return from it.
Yeah, it's building up the activity, just making the community members more active in doing the small tasks. Yeah, I mean it's a perfect plan. You know, it's almost perfect.
You say almost perfect. What makes it perfect for you?
I guess it depends on the user that has to choose to be, has to make the choice to which project to promote and which project to not promote, I suppose. Mm-hmm. And the value attached to the envelopes that make it enticing.
Yeah, you can compare it like the red envelopes, like the envelopes, but then all vaults under each other. Yep. And then you can click one, and then you can decide, okay, I'm going to guess this code. I need to do this as task. Maybe mobile ads, like the last task is a mobile ad, so we can earn eventually on that.
That's from a specific project that has an ad in the Token Whistle app.
So, yeah, I think this will let the community grow, but also other communities grow.
Yeah, it's definitely a very different way to engage the community.
Yeah,
given them tasks that build them up and kind of almost force them into being invested into the project, which is a good way. It's a good way, you know.
I forget one thing. I forget one thing. Of this moment, partners that are on Phoenix chain and want to list, they are
He is
always
saying what I wanted to say. I just wanted to say, and it speaks for itself, that any partner of Phoenix or anyone on the Phoenix blockchain, that is a legit project, of course, which Phoenix itself also want to refrain itself with and show them that, hey, this is a partner of us, is also, of course, welcome with us.
But I forget one thing. Right now, we don't ask a lot for a partner. But in the future, we need to ask, of course, cash for it. So what we do with cash is that a percentage of that amount that is coming into the token will go to the liquidity pool, or we will distribute that to all holders each quarter. So holders already get tokens and things if they hold our token, but also if they are active in our app and they hold the tokens as well. Also, but on that side, they also get some benefits.
The fact that you have less bots because you have to have engaged users to qualify for most of this stuff is fantastic. Because across Twitter, across all the social media platforms, Instagram, it's just bots. It's bots and trying to help and bring, real members. They're not going to come. No one from the bots is going to come to your community. So it's great to see more engaged users are going to actually be able to come to a community and see what it's all about this way.
True. And at this moment, we are focused on crypto projects like tokens, but we're going to change that into NFTs also, but also call groups are welcome. So people like Caesar, they are able to join us, bring those real users to us, because it's hard to fake a phone. Otherwise, you probably need to buy 100 phones to be somebody, but good luck with that. The focus is on the real users, and I hope call groups also are coming in, and NFT projects, and even more. I want to have it for everybody, so it's for everybody.
Other than call groups, the mostly valuable group to get on the app attached to it is influencers, because they really have a follower base that's interesting to connect with.
Yeah, and maybe some YouTube videos into your personal social thing. Like it can be big. We can build everything what we want, and what people say, like, oh, maybe you guys need to build this, and then we're gonna look into it, and then we say, okay, let's do it.
Yeah. It might be a very good idea. Sometimes the community comes up with a great idea that's worth developing and adding to their ecosystem.
Definitely want to thank you guys to have given us this opportunity in the open mic. I know it has been a token whistle mic right now, but we really do appreciate it.
Oh, no, absolutely. Thank you for coming, and thank you for the recent partnership that we've established. You guys can stick around. You guys can, if you want to, if you have things to do.
We'll listen to the rest of it, and maybe sometimes we'll jump in on it.
Oh, great.
We'll stick around.
All right, so let's switch gears to Phoenix now, because this is just going to be a rattling and discussion of all the different things that we have been working on. Most recently and most excitingly, we just had our halving that just changed the block at about 12 seconds. Each block now only yields from one Phoenix, it's down to half a Phoenix. So that's huge. Our halving cycles is about 8 months to 10 months. Realistically, in the next 4 to 5 years, we have something like maybe a maximum supply of 8 million total Phoenix. Right now, we're sitting a little over 6 million, and that's going to incrementally get smaller, a diminishing returns schedule. So it's exciting. A third of Bitcoin in supply. That's cool. We 3
times the Bitcoin value.
Ooh, I don't know about that. Bitcoin's projected to go to 1 million one day. Like, wow. Yeah. Oh man, to follow that along. But yeah, that just recently happened, and you can follow that along on our Explorer. Fluffy and company have been Fluffy and company, because Fluffy is now for those that don't know, Fluffy is one of the main devs now because he is just taking out. He's like a savant out of nowhere. Like 6 months ago, zero coding experience. Now he's done everything between price tracker bot. If people haven't seen that, there's a price tracker bot that Fluffy created. Fluffy has been deving up like a crazy person in the last couple of months and learned all that in the last 6 months. I don't even. It's just what happened? Where did this guy come from? But so our halving just happened, and you can go ahead if you wanted to see like a miner, for instance. You check this person out, and if people don't know, the way that you become a miner is you get a database rental in one of the databases out there. No6 is something that we like to use. There's Joe's Data Center. There's a couple other that we recommend, but as long as it's a secure data center rental, you get that first, and we help install the node onto that server. Or if you're more of a hands-on person, the tutorial is actually on our dev portal, which has been updated recently to show the way the node configuration works. You just have to send us, once all of that is done, you just have to send us what you have already installed so that we can approve it, so the node is live. So here you look at this and their balance, and you can see, there it is. Some of these are slightly higher. We have uncles in there sneaking in, so you see different kind of valuation here. Sometimes gas needed to be pushed through, so they'll get a tiny fraction as well. 0.021. Yeah, we are now down to probably an uncle. 0.5 now. That's wonderful. So supply is until the next 2 million blocks, there'll be only a million more Phoenix created. So when we have about 7 million in circulation, that will go down to 0.25 Phoenix per every 12 second blocks. And then it'll go down again to 0.125. And then again to 0.06, whatever the heck. So 0.0675, something like that. But yeah, so that was the most important thing that happened within the last couple of weeks. And to continue with that, we've had other updates, like you might see something like this right here, set price. I don't think we've talked about this just yet. But if you go to this contract, the price feed, Fluffy created that Fluffy created this just out of a left field, basically. It's an Oracle price feed. This helps you track the price of Phoenix through a contract in case something. I think the way that it works is some apps don't use the Coin Paprika, for instance, API to get the pricing of Phoenix. So they need something that's on chain. And if you go to read contract, it auto refreshes every 10 seconds to get the Phoenix price. So current price is 0.029 USDT for Phoenix. 10 minutes, my bad, not 10 seconds. Every 10 minutes. So you see every 10 minutes, you'll see the set price come up. Right here. And I think it just hit again, set price. Yep. So that is really good because especially with the new partnership of Heroes Battle Arena, they need that in order to transact into the NFTs that they have in game. Let's say the NFT is worth $1. They need to know how much at that moment when that user is transacting, how much Phoenix is equal to $1 as that person purchases it. So if Phoenix goes up to $1, then obviously it's just one Phoenix would be equivalent to that NFT. And again, that's depending on the different types of tiers of NFTs. So if the NFT is worth $10, how much is that in Phoenix at that moment? And then it transacts based on this price feed. So Oracle price feed was a big thing that came in through Fluffy. We also have a testnet faucet as well as a testnet, which has been, it's still being worked on to make it nicer, to add extra features, but we finally have an actual testnet. So people that are developing and they don't want to use and bog up the chain, maybe the chain starts getting more expensive to work on, there is a testnet that has been released. But we do have a testnet now live. If you need instructions on testnet faucet, I will get those out so there will be a little bit more of a coherency, especially if you're a developer and you're looking to build out projects, but you want to start with the testnet to see how that will run before you spend any Phoenix. Reach out to me, reach out to Fluffy, reach out to Abdullah, and we can help guide you in the right direction. We have we have the thing that Abdullah started talking about in the very beginning. The DOS pool is now live on RYIU, or UnityDefi. That is live, and if you stake your WPHX, you can earn WPHX for staking it for about 90 days. And how is that possible? We are now on the BSC chain through something called Arch8. So we have launched a bridge. We have a bridge where Phoenix is now also wrapped on the BSC network as a token. So in order to wrap it across from the Phoenix blockchain, you do need to go to FireSwap first, exchange Phoenix for wrapped Phoenix, and then you go to this bridge system, connect your MetaMask, and you can go from Phoenix to BSC or from BSC back to Phoenix. There's a fee associated with that right here for the locking fee, because on our network, Phoenix will be locked up to match the amount of Phoenix that is now on the BSC network, and vice versa when you're switching over. But we are now live on the BSC network. We are working on creating more liquidity. We're working on putting more pools out there. RYIU is the first of the pools that we have went with, and they've been a longtime partner. They are also on our network, and I'm sure that Token Whistle will eventually see them there as they work to integrate both tokens from the BSC side and our side. They were waiting on this BSC bridge before they continued, but this is live. We're working on the pools to make it more lucrative for people, but there is a tiny supply on BSC right now, and I mean, price I think is a little bit lower at the time. Take that as you will, but the bridge was just released. We made sure our security expert Rob had focus fired on all the different security points, made sure everything is great, everything is very tightened and secure on that side. And this was a project of Abdullah and Fluffy together. And it's fantastic. We were waiting for a little bit on this because for the longest time we had a manual contract. It wasn't completely automated. This is now automated, and you will see a lot more tokens come onto this bridge. You'll see possibly different chains in the future, like Ethereum, where Phoenix will be wrapped into. But this was the first step. And from Phoenix, next might be YTXV. We'll see how Abdullah feels about that. Is that coming soon? Maybe. He also has another project that might be coming onto there soon. That was just pushed out live. We are very happy and excited about the next steps. With the pools that are being created, we have an announcement as well. We have a 2-month dev bounty coming back out. This is our third dev bounty. This is going to be a 5K Phoenix dev bounty, winner takes all. We're not going to do the top 3 anymore. We're looking for the most creative, most best project that could come onto Phoenix. Now you have a bridge from BSC to come onto Phoenix if you are a BSC project. We're going to blast this out to socials. You're going to see in the communities, build something on our chain, show us that it's worth it, build a community through our chain. If it is a project that already exists somewhere else, show us possibly how this influenced our network as well, if that makes any sense, because there will be some disqualifications for people that are just throwing a project that exists somewhere else and saying, oh, look at my community that's grown. That was already a grown community. But if you can build a project on Phoenix and show us the growth and the potential, we'll be voting on that in the panel for the best project to win 5,000 Phoenix. That's a 2-month. It'll expire, let's see, where are we at? July, August, let's say September. You know what? Let's do September 11th. Why not? That's a date. And I'm talking on and on. If anyone has any questions, please interrupt me. I tend to do that. I go on and on without any interruption.
Don't forget to share it with CoinMarket link, please.
Oh, yes. Well, it's not. I mean, this is the official release right now. I'll have this edited, recorded. I'll push this out. And then on top of that, I will put the announcements out across all the channels. You'll see it on Twitter. You'll see it on our Telegram. I will spam CoinMarket Link. Thank you, Tim.
Yeah, please. Do use the magazine more. Use the magazine section more often. Also you, Jaimy and Gavon. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's going on, guys?
How you doing, man? What's going on? Welcome.
Yeah. I just want to ask, is there any provision for music NFT on the chain?
So we have let's show NFT player. So we have something. We have a NFT Player Pro, which is also our creation. If you log in here, you can watch or listen to the NFTs, for instance, Lit Llama, and these are the two main ones right now that anyone can claim for free. If you're asking if you can create a NFT project, a music NFT project, and try to claim that dev bounty in 2 months, I say yes. Obviously, yes, by all means.
Yeah,
we
that's
also,
what, like
yeah.
minting my own song as NFT on the chain. That's what I mean.
Yeah. So we have a dev portal if you needed to. Here, dev. So there's a lot of instructions here on the Phoenix Dev portal that help kind of guide the way of how you would do that if you're not a coder per se, or if you do have some kind of coding mind. At least this can give you a kind of a background to where how to build on Solidity, etc., React, all this other stuff. So how to build through, go to PhoenixDevPortal.com. There's how to build through this. You can always use ThirdWeb. ThirdWeb is one of our partners, and they make it a little bit easier and more streamlined in the aspect of how to just push out an NFT, how to verify a contract, how to push it. There's a whole section of ThirdWeb. It's a platform where things are a little too easy sometimes, but because of that, it's sometimes not as you can't edit it as you could if you knew all the coding behind it. So here, like NFT Drop Marketplace, accept.
It's okay. It's all right. That's interesting. Well, I've released 2. I've minted my Genesis NFT on OpenSea and the other on Fusion Marketplace. So,
nice.
Well,
yes.
Yeah, I'll have more questions when I've done my researches about the project. But for now, that's all I have for now.
Yeah,
if you it's looking interesting. So
thank you.
Just consider the Phoenix blockchain fees. I believe they are one of the lowest available currently. Much better than OpenSea and such like.
So, and the other thing is we have a partnership with Aura Exchange. That's an NFT marketplace. They are just finalizing having the ability for projects to list on their NFTs and everything on there. It'll be hopefully in the next week. Currently, Zagex is the only place where you can change on an exchange with NFTs, but this is going to eventually allow you to not only create a community based on your NFTs, but there's communications there, like a Discord almost. There's different kind of statuses that you can attribute to the owners of an NFT that's in your exclusive information that you can push out to the members. But this hopefully will be in the next week or so. They're just finalizing something. We needed to build out more APIs for them because we are a newer chain, something that like Polygon has just documentation upon documentation of how to use their chain. Fluffy again had to build all that. So yeah, so this is going to be the central hub for the NFTs.
Wow, sounds interesting. That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to what's to come. Well, I'll
Great,
keep
thank
my
you.
eye and I'll do my research and see if we'll create something together.
Awesome. Make sure to check out that NFTPlayerPro.com link that I sent. That's our creation. It plays any NFTs that are video codec on our chain. Currently, we're also thinking of expanding that to other chains eventually, but right now he has it PhoenixPhire on Phoenix.
That's cool. Cool.
Yeah. And good luck if you're gonna launch on our chain and you're gonna bring some music here. Good luck on the dev bounty. That'll start today-ish, and then I will have that out there for the next 2 months. But yeah, if you go to that website, by the way, you can go ahead and just play one of these. I really like this one.
Yeah, for sure. I'll see what's up to that.
Cool.
I'd like to. I'm working on several songs right now, so very soon I'll be minting many NFTs.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let me. I'll try to follow you on Twitter. You probably have a Twitter.
Yeah, sure.
Von Umpire. Okay, I got you. I see your LinkedIn link tree.
Yeah,
can you post Phoenix YouTube
I'd
link?
like to connect the two so we can stay together. Let me get all the update and see what's going on.
Yeah. Check the chat. I put it up. Link tree right there. That's us. I'm Hyperion, so you'll see me all throughout the Twitter, usually spamming things, trying to get users addicted, just like Jaimy and Gavon.
Oh yeah.
Get them addicted. Let's see. So we have the bridge, we have the testnet faucet, we have the Oracle price feed. Man, we got a lot of stuff that just happened. Also, speaking of NFTs, this is kind of neat. Fluffy built a NFT tracker in chat. So if you go to the Explorer and if you get an NFT dropped in chat, because you can register your address in chat, and every so often during conversations you get a random NFT or a little bit of Phoenix drop, kind of like a faucet. So that happens automatically once you register. Let me see if I can find an NFT. Do find it, then all you do is paste the contract in our Telegram, and the bot will bring that up. It'll bring up all the metadata behind that NFT to show you what you got. Let's see if I can NFT got. No.
Well, that's cool, but like, there's one thing I want to be sure. Like, I'm not happy with what the Fuzzy Ocean project like. They're not consistent in the build. You know, after the NFT drop, it couldn't proceed. Like, I don't know what's happening with the project. So I don't know how prepared you guys are, and the future of the project, where it's headed to. Because I really would like, serious business this time. Like, I don't want to maintain a marketplace that's not people that's not pushing up. Like, I'm very active in this revolution. So. I'm planning for more. I'm planning for great things. So we want to team up with people that really is on for the movement, and
absolutely.
So that we can. I believe in the revolution. I'm very enthusiastic about the blockchain. So, out here, I can say I'm the first and the only person ready to even mint music NFT down here in Nigeria. So
cool.
With time, I'll be onboarding so many other artists and other creators. So it's something that I'm very serious about. So like, I really want to move with people that are serious too. I've seen many projects. I've involved in many projects, and with time, they all slacked and rock pulled. Those are not what we want right now.
So just a little background about us. We launched 2 years ago and we've been building nonstop. The updates that we give out, we try to give out almost weekly. We have been looking for partners. We have been looking for people that love to build. That's been our main focus, and we do not see ourselves stopping with that. So definitely poke around, ask around. I mean, we've been around for almost 2 years. Take a look at all the different stuff that we've built so far. And we are a smaller blockchain in comparison to like a Polygon, for instance, or what was it, Avi or whatever they are. But I think the potential for something exponential growth is here. And for all the stuff that we've put on, how earnest we are with the community, and we've never stopped. So, yeah.
That's cool. That's great to hear. That's cool.
Yeah. So hopefully you find some value with us. We also know people in Coin Market League.
At the Coin Market League, I think my project, my Genesis NFT, is the first music NFT to be featured in their magazine, even up till now. So I'm also part of the family there. So
very nice.
Coin Market League is a great partner, by the way.
Oh yeah, right?
Yeah, it's a great partner.
And he's Polish like me. We're both Polish, so it fits.
Okay, it fits well.
I envy him sometimes because he gets more vacation times. I'm in America, he's in Poland, and I see like he's traveling, and I'm like, how are you? Well, it's because he's you have a little bit more, I think, vacation time in Europe than we do here. America's
Yeah, you usually, let's see how much I got this year. 32 days, actually.
What?
Of vacation time. Yeah.
I need to talk with my boss again.
32 days? What's up? Based on what? What do you get?
Well, actually, the starting point is 20 days, but each 5 years it increases. Each 5 years of work it increases by 2 days and such like.
Wow. 32 days. Huh.
When you are like 65, just before pension, I think you have almost 2 months of vacation.
So who pays for that, though? Not the employer, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Probably the customer.
They're already trying to push the CBDCs over here in America, and we'll see where that goes.
It's a matter of time before they regulate it, and then it becomes official thing, official part of the financial sector and everything. They can't ban it now. It's already developed so far that it can't be banned anymore. So
actually, personally, I'm good with the regulations of crypto because scams will be pulled out that way.
Yeah, that it certainly will help with that, with all the scammers and everything being pulled away, because then there will be legal repercussions and court cases and etc. going on. But at the same time, it'll also be good because big institutions can come in and they can pile in their millions and millions into blockchain and hopefully lift the whole sector up and bring its true value out in a matter of years, hopefully.
Yeah, that seems to be where we're going, I think.
Agree with you that, TT, but not entirely. Because I don't think adoption institutions will bring, but retail probably mostly.
Yeah, retail will certainly want to adopt crypto to avoid the transaction fees and maybe to log certain luxury items and things like that. I'm pretty sure blockchain will be used in more than one way than just price keeping and price tracking in retail. But yeah, I also think as the technology develops, like the internet did, all areas of all industries will look to incorporate blockchain where they can, because it will just be it will be a cost cutting and it will be a saving in their business model generally.
Yeah.
Once they understand how it works and how they can integrate it in a way that's safe for them, in the way that they can understand, basically. That's the only issue that we're having is the fact that the public and larger institutions don't actually understand how the blockchain works and the insides of it, which is what is deterring a lot of people. It's just a matter of time, I suppose. It's just a matter of time before it comes into play.
Yeah, it's about cost saving. So, for instance, even if I use PayPal, I pay 7%, since I remember. But if I use Phoenix blockchain, I pay, I don't know, fractions of cents.
Yeah, same. I mean, even looking at other chains, maybe like Litecoin or XRP, even generally other well-known blockchains will have a much lower transaction fee. But ideally, if we could get more users on Phoenix, then they would definitely benefit more from the significantly reduced transaction fee, and more so for the developers. When the developers come in, whenever they're testing and whenever they want to deploy something and whenever they want to try things out, they can try it out at a very minimal cost. We're talking fractions of a dollar. So they can try out something if it's just for fun. They put together in one evening and they want to deploy it to see if it will work. Then a developer will have no problem doing that.
Yeah, bricks and Ripple development could be interesting in I don't know, year 2, 3, 4.
Yeah. hence why when Hyperion said that the development was going on since the 2 years, it's important that we keep it going, and that everyone in the community knows that we are still developing in the background, even though we may not put out updates for 1 or 2 weeks sometimes. But yeah, Fluffy is still working away there in the background.
Yeah, especially if we want to be able to figure out the best way to approach things so it's not a pump and dump, because unfortunately that seems to be, right. And we're also very careful with legislation. We've never had an ICO, an IPO. We've never had one of those. We're not looking for funding rounds because we're worried with the SEC and all the other,
we're cautious and aware of what could happen in the future. So we're trying to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah, and that's why we have a foundation, because we have a panel of, board members that do this for free. We're just making sure everything on the chain is as legal and as to, standards as possible. Transparent,
yeah,
thank you. Good.
I know quite few USA-based projects which have a post currently, not just currently, but last year, perhaps even two, because regulations and insecurity.
Yep. I mean, we just saw Polygon? Polygon got docked off of Binance or Coinbase or something.
Yeah.
Because of the SEC, and it was like 100 different tokens and coins. That's scary. I mean, but unfortunately, this does happen with more regulation. I'm not happy with it because I do still own a bunch of those assets, and I let them sit because I just don't feel like we're anywhere close to what the potentiality is.
Yeah.
Well, I've got to go, guys. It's nice to be here. I'm glad to be part of the project. I'll be back when I've done my research and we'll get along.
Thank you for coming. It was nice hearing from you.
And check out
I'll follow you guys on Twitter.
Check out the different ways to earn Phoenix. You don't really have to. I think you need less than 0.001 Phoenix to deploy projects and whatnot. You can earn all that through all the different things I just posted. So, yeah, take a look.
Yeah.
Join it. Yeah. And let me know if you need like a couple Phoenix. I can always send it to you for if you're trying to mess around with stuff.
Definitely, I will need them.
Okay, sounds good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I see you guys.
See ya.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We will see you next time for episode 42 of our We Burn, We Rise show. Wishing every member of the family a fantastic week. See you in chat.
God knows what else he's doing. He's releasing all the stress, and then he comes back home.